So the title is true. I crashed my Mazda MX-5 and it's not looking good. The other day on to work, I went to go and pick up some McDonald's breakfast, but it didn't turn out the way I expected. Because I went through the drive-thru and there was like a leaf blower operator like currently like near the drive-thru, so it was interrupting with the microphone. And the guy that was operating the drive-thru couldn't hear me through the microphone, so he said, "Move to the other bay." So instead of what I thought of afterwards, which is go around again, I decided to reverse backwards to try and go into the other bay. But what I didn't realize is that there was a wall that was slightly lower than my car behind me. And I reversed a bit quickly because I was in a rush to get to work. And rushing and a wall you can't really see that well doesn't really go well together. Luckily, the wall was actually in a good enough condition for the manager of McDonald's just to turn it down and be like, the wall is fine. But on the other hand, my car was a different story. So as you can see, this is the damage that I stupidly caused myself, all because I was in a rush to get to work. And I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings as much as I should have done because I was rushing. Thankfully, I didn't hurt anyone or any other car, because that would have been a different story as well, because it would have made the story 10 times worse. So I'm grateful in the fact that I didn't hurt anyone or have to go through insurance to claim on someone else's insurance with the car. But as you can see, the damage on the rear quarter has gone down to the structure parts of the car, which means that the car is technically a Cat S, which means it's structural damage and it's it's technically a write-off. But I haven't gone through insurance, which means that it won't be on the books as Cat S, so someone can buy this car and not have any issues with it being Cat S in the future. But the trouble is, trying to sell this car is unbelievable because no one wants a crash damaged MX-5 unless they have the money to make it a project car, a drift car, a track car, you know, anything that you can pretty much use a crash damaged MX-5 for. But at the moment I'm getting like very little interest, which is kind of expected. But the thing is, I didn't want to go for insurance because one, it would cost too much and my premium would go up, and two, MX-5s are really cheap anyway, so it would just make sense just to buy a new one or like repair the current car. But the question is, do I repair the current car or do I buy a new car? Well, let's look at the statistics of how much it's going to cost on the whiteboard behind me, and we'll try and find out which one is the best option. So when we think about the labor costs to do this job, because it's a big job and structural parts take time, etc. So this came to a whopping £1,750. So let's put L 1,750, and then we have new bumper because the old bumper got ripped in half. Well, I had to rip it off. I had to rip it off because it was literally dragging on the floor. So new bumper is £40, which, you know, is not the best thing when you have not a lot of money. And then getting the paint done for the bumper is a whopping £340. So let's just put paint, £340. And then due to the structural parts being bent in, cracked like completely, there's a hole where like the crease has gone in and it's caused it to split, which is not good. So that would cost, like, for the welding of the damage, etc., to weld a new plate onto it, it would be £650 because the labor would take too long. So that's another labor part. But let's put that as welding. That's £650. New tail light because the other one got scratched from where it hit the wall. So that would be a £60. So tail light is £60. So if we total this up, it's not great, but let's have a look. So 1,750 plus 40 plus 340 plus 650 plus 60 equals £2,840, which is quite a lot of money to spend on repairing this car, right? Now, bearing in mind, there is other things that I have to do to this car which isn't part of the damage that was done in the crash but would like to be done, like the lack of peel that's on the front wing, and of course the problem with the front bumper. So I'd have to buy a new front bumper, which I did buy, but now I'm selling it. Now if we compare this to a car that my dad found on Auto Trader, we are about to see a better deal. But will I go with the new car? Let's find out. So the new car on Auto Trader is listed at 3,200. So new car 3,200, right? 3,200 basically. So what we then need to do is haggle them down by going to see them. So now you may think that, oh, buying a new car is more expensive, but let me show you what this new car looks like. So as you can see, the actual spec of this car is way better. It's got the features that I want to have in an MX-5 plus more. So I'm going to have a look at this car in a couple of days time, and then you'll find out whether I buy this car in the next video. Now because this car is my daily driving car, I had to react very quickly with finding something, which is why I browsed Auto Trader. And obviously getting a car repaired is going to take weeks, and I don't have weeks when I work and have to drive. So yeah, we have to choose some good options here. Now there is just one big giant problem, and it's the fact that I don't have enough money to get this car out of my pocket or even to repair the car. But after speaking to my dad, he has said that he's able to lend me some money in order to get either option, which I'm very, very grateful for. Thank you so much to my dad for that, because it was my own fault for crashing into a wall, and he's just supplying me money, which I'm very, very grateful for. I mean, he didn't have to do that, but he did. So that's the main thing, and I'm going to pay him back anyway. But yeah. So you're probably wondering, what did I do? Did I buy the car, or did I repair the current car that I have? Well, that is for the next video coming out next week. So if you want to support the channel, make sure to subscribe down below, and of course like and comment below what you think I did. And I'll see you guys next week for what decision I make. See you later.